right. This is Miss Bazzle's class. Miss Bazzle's class. So when I'm out of here, I'm not in class, shorty. What's up, Bazzle babes? I'm in the classroom, the kids just left, child. But you know, I'm not eating any food right now. I'm not eating any food right now. But I know I don't have to respond to this. I know that, so calm down. But sometimes somebody can say something to me and it can really piss me off. So therefore, I take the time to respond. I don't know, it's almost like someone can hit a nerve. And I posted something the other day. I don't know which video it was. Actually, it was when I was eating the chicken. And those of you who are my subscribers, y'all know I talk a lot. I talk too much, I know. So for my channel, you're not coming to my channel to just watch me eat. No, we're gonna have a good conversation is what we're gonna do. And if that's not what you want, then you know, you can pop in and pop out as you choose, or you can watch ASMR. But I feel as though when someone tries to attack my character, especially when it comes to what I do with kids in the classroom, no, that rubbed me the wrong way, because I know what I've put in during my teaching career. I know what I've put in that many other teachers can't do. Anybody can teach a lesson, anybody can learn curriculum, but not every teacher has the ability to build relationships with their students and be successful at it. So the trolls want to come for me. Really, it was one person that had something to say about how I was all over the place. What they say, I deleted it and it dismissed it, but it bothered me. It was like a nerve, and I know I don't have to respond, but sometimes I feel like it, okay? Like it, because if they felt that way, somebody else is gonna feel that way. No one can ever take away anything I do in the classroom. I've done stuff that most teachers will probably never accomplish in their lifetimes of teaching, okay? But I know how to separate YouTube from being a teacher. They're two separate entities. They're two separate things, and I don't really mesh the two, okay? I'm an English teacher. I've taught 6th grade through 12th grade, but my license is 6th through 8th. So the trolls want to come to me and talk about me and my educational degrees, my educational proudness, or my vernacular swag, or the acumen of my vocabulary. I've been writing since a little girl. Words are an art form for me, but there's a time and a place for that. So don't come for me because I'm not talking the way you want me to talk on YouTube. What's your superpower? Well, what are you giving back to society? But you want to come for me? YouTube is different from the teacher. So I teach at a Title I school. What that means, I teach where most people do not have the gift to reach the unreachable, or who people may see them as unreachable. I can reach these kids. But you want to come from me? But you know, I did say that I had a superhero cape, right? I wear it every day in the classroom, boo. So what's your superpower? What was that? I'll wait.
Got him! Got him!
Your expectations of how I should be, how I should talk, how my brain thinks doesn't meet your standards? Excuse me, since when do I need to meet the standards of someone who's typing behind a computer key and saying all this stuff, but you won't say it to my face? You can't do what I do every day. You don't walk in my shoes. Let me tell you, half of y'all will never be able to survive walking in my shoes because you haven't lived my life or my experiences. I live the same life that some of these kids live. So therefore, I know how to reach them in their darkest hour. I know how to reach them in the darkest times and stuff that has happened to them, because they're no different from me. I don't reach my students by boasting how smart I am, what kind of degrees I have, how many big words I can use. No, that's not how I reach my students. That's not even how I reach the subscribers that I have. That's not what I do. I'm not on here to correct anybody and say, oh, you don't end this sentence in the preposition. You don't use the proper subject verb agreement. You use the your, and your incorrectly, the there, and there incorrectly. I see it all the time. But I'm not here to grade papers. I do that in the classroom. And sometimes I don't even want to do that. So you think I'm going to be criticizing somebody on YouTube? No. When I'm on YouTube, I put my superhero cape to the side. But I put it back on when I'm in the classroom, I can tell you that. They're not one the same. When I'm on YouTube, I'm with my family and I'm relaxed. I'm not watching everything I say. I am a product of my environment, born and raised in Brooklyn, New York. Let me tell you, I could talk street, I could talk ghetto, but when I have to turn on the other channel and I have to be proper and I have to teach lessons or go on an interview or talk to this executive, I know how to turn that on too, because there are many facets of me. I'm just not one-dimensional. I used to be married to an attorney. You don't think I did business functions and all that stuff? And now I'd be like, yes. I know how to turn that on, but I know how to turn it off. And when I'm on YouTube, I'm comfortable with my YouTube family. I'm not on here to be criticized by somebody because I don't meet your standards that you have set for me because I say I'm a teacher. And what? I'm not here to give lessons. I do have an educational channel if you choose to look at that. It's not up to date, by the way. Go take a look at it. I do characters. I flip classrooms. I've been on the news. I've been teacher of the year. I've been the highlight teacher for a whole school district. I've been all of that. But wait a minute. What is your superpower again? Another thing that goes with my ubiquitous spirit and my canny power to penetrate the darkest spirit of a child and the demons that may blanket their young lives with the experiences that they had to endure that most teachers cannot get to and reach that child. I'm just saying, I can. What's your superpower again? What's your superpower again? But you have the audacity to come on my channel. I didn't ask you to come on my channel. As I put my cape to the side and let my hair down or my weave and just be me, but you want to come for me and pass judgment? Well, but what is your superpower, may I ask? What is it that you do? Let me see you survive and thrive at a Title I. Let me see you survive and thrive and deal and work with children who have been abused, who have been rescued from sex trafficking, molested, all sorts of things. But I can penetrate that child, break down those barriers, build those relationships for that child, and they will work for me. I come into school today. I have about 50 kids run up to and hug me. All those kids are my children. I am like their mother. I am like their big sister. I am their teacher. They work for me. I know how to reach them without having to flaunt my educational degrees or let them know how smart I am. Sometimes I use their language. I heard another teacher in the hallway say, man, why don't you come down here? Right. Because sometimes that's how you got to reach these kids. You got to meet them where they are. Not try to act like you better than them. But because I don't meet your expectations, I'm less than who I should be because I don't live up to your standards. Last I've seen, I do have a superhero cape and it works for me. It may not work for you, but it works for me. It works for my kids. They know what Miss Bazzle can do. They know what Miss Bazzle can teach them. They know who to come to when they're feeling down. I had to talk to a little girl today outside my room because she's having problems. But then it kills me how people have the balls to go on behind their phones, their computers, their laptops, iPads, whatever it is. But they talk so much trash. But you don't know the spirit of the person on the other side of that computer. You don't know what they've been through. You don't know their life experiences. You don't know their abilities. But all you see is that 15 and 20 minutes, but then you want to throw me under the bus. You didn't know I had a superhero cape, did you? Did you? But I come in here and do it every day in the midst of my own life trials and tribulations. These kids would never know that my life is like upside down right now. Because you know why? I know how to separate the two. Just like I know how to separate the two from YouTube and the classroom. Don't judge me because I didn't use the proper subject-verb agreement, or I ended the sentence this way, or I went back into my ebonics. Because yes, I have them, son. Have all kinds of ebonics. I grew up in the hood, baby. So yeah, I have different facets of my life. I know how to turn them on and I know how to turn them off. I know how to put my superhero cape on and I know how to take it off. But you're not going to come on here and degrade me and put me down because I don't live up to your expectations and your standards. But what was that again? What's your superpower? What is that? People kill me trying to pass judgment on somebody. And yeah, I could say you don't know me. I let you know and I give you my life, I give you my heart. And then when I'm giving you a part of my soul, because I'm very transparent. Don't trample on what I give you. Just switch your channel, boo. Maybe I'm not for you. And yeah, I talk a lot. That's what I do. So if you on my channel to just see me eat, no. You're not gonna get that, son. You're gonna get a little bit of everything. And I might be yelling at my kids because my life is not perfect. I'm learning how to make lemonade out of my lemons because that's what life is about. It's not always pretty. So think twice before you go on anybody's channel and start throwing judgment at them. You don't know what their life experiences are. You don't know what their background and knowledge is. I'm not on here to say, oh, I got this. I did this degree. I could read this. I could write this. Oh, my vocabulary goes far and deep, love. But am I here to conjure up every big word that I know? No. Not interested. I love words. I love how you can weave words to make them sound amazing. How you can use figurative language to bring out emotions and thoughts that you never thought that you can experience from just the use of words. And how you can slash someone down and belittle someone by the use of words. Just like you guys do behind your computer screens, your iPads, your laptops, and all those other things. But you would never say to somebody's face. But you get so much bravery behind your little thumb manipulating contraptions. Think twice before you do that. Especially don't come for me, son. Don't come for me. I know what I've accomplished. You can, let me tell you this. You can type in my name, Joy Bazzle. How much stuff will come up? How much great stuff will come up about what I've accomplished in the schools, in the classrooms, for students? How much of my money have I spent on schools, my students, and the classrooms? Oh, pages and pages of stuff will come up on me. But because I don't meet your standards based on 15 minutes, man, miss me with that. Another thing, you say I'm all over the place, but let me tell you this. My brain works faster than the average person. Sometimes my brain works so fast, it causes me to stutter. Because things are going around in my head that sometimes I can't shut my brain up. You know, there's actually a pill for that. And sometimes it's called ADHD. Sometimes I'm all over the place, but at the end of the day, my kids are gonna get what they need, my students are gonna get what they need. And there was one person, I swear to God, on one of my educational videos, he said, this is the first video that kept my attention. I don't know what I was thinking, but I might stand on the table in class, I might yell. All my kids know what digress means because I was like, okay, I'm gonna digress from this topic, but then we're gonna get back to that topic. So don't let me forget what we was talking about over there. So placeholder, okay, and then I'll go back. my brain works fast. You gotta keep up with me, boo. It gotta keep up with me. It may not be what you want, but you can always rewind the tape, or you can go to another channel. As I remove my superhero cape and sit down and chill as I relate to my subscribers in a comfortable state, I don't want to be criticized because I'm not grammatically correct all the time. Sometimes my subject verb agreement is off, but I'm in a comfortable state. So I'm not here to be all proper and to be thinking about every word that comes out of my mouth. I'm here to be relaxed and chill with people who really genuinely love me. And if you're not here to love me for all facets of who I am, y'all know I'm silly. Y'all already know that. But when somebody hits a nerve with me, and I know I didn't have to respond to that, I already know that, but sometimes I want to, because somebody else is probably thinking the same thing, because I'm not perfect. Because I take off my superhero cape. Because trust me, with some of the stuff I see, I could be grading papers all day. I could be a YouTube paper writer grader is what I could be, but that's not what I want to do. I want everybody to be comfortable with me. I want to be comfortable with everybody else, but not to be judged and criticized because I don't meet your standards. What was that? What was that? You got a superhero cape? I thought so. This is Miss Bazzle's class. Miss Bazzle's class. So when I'm out of here, I'm not in class, shorty. I'm out doing me, having fun behind the camera. I'm not here to be a teacher at the moment. Like I said, I do have an educational channel, and I'll be more mindful of how I speak and my delivery and making sure I'm following the state standards and all those things. That's when I watch that stuff. But when I'm on YouTube, it's like you sit back, you have your little glass of wine or your hot toddy or your tea or whatever, and you chilling. Cause let me tell you, my vocabulary game is strong, boo. I'm good with words. Don't let me write a paper. So don't come for me. I'll murder you with words. I'll murder you with writing. I've been doing it since a little girl. Now, like I said, I was born and raised in the hood. So sometimes my language slips back to the Ebonics. But that's okay. I know how to turn it on and I know how to turn it off. There's more to me than a 15, 20-minute video or 30-minute video. So think twice. Don't come for the Bazzle, baby. Because sometimes I might clap back. 1.